do not want to be a woman.
And, and I love my men friends, but I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be with a man. I don't want to be with a woman who looks like a man.
Yeah, I'm very happy being a man. I'll never change it. I know I'm a man.
Are homosexuals born, or are they made? To understand what it means to be gay depends on how you answer this question. Many heterosexuals view homosexuality as a sin, a communicable disease, or even an addiction. But mostly people think it's a decision to live a perverted lifestyle. On the other hand, the majority of homosexuals say they were born that way, that it was never a matter of choice, that it comes to them as naturally as being born right-handed or left. But what about kids, girls and boys who, through predisposition or choice, nature or nurture, find themselves attracted to members of their own sex? This invisible minority is the subject of a special 5-part series this week, produced by WAMU's Nick Clark.
Kids who suspect they're gay experience a unique and secret isolation. If they're discovered, or even suspected, they're likely to be the object of crude and vicious humor, verbal harassment, and physical abuse. Those few who do come out, reveal their homosexuality, very often find themselves estranged from family, church, community, and most of all, their peers. But when does it begin? Well, every gay man and woman, every gay boy and girl interviewed for this series reports feeling different from other kids as far back as 6, 5, and even as young as 4 years old. Some try their best to be straight, going out, dating the opposite sex, even engaging in heterosexual relations. Many overcompensate and seek acceptance by becoming exceptional students, athletes, and student leaders. Others behave differently. They become involved in self-destructive activities, drug and alcohol abuse, and inappropriate and unsafe sexual behaviors.
Because it's, in most cases, youth who are aware of being different, sexuality-wise, orientation-wise. Most of them have cut themselves off from other youth or felt isolated or different or just weird or queer, if I can say that.
Julie Morrissey is the executive director of SMILE, the Sexual Minority Youth Assistance League. In many large cities, there's at least one program designed to work with gay and lesbian youth. Los Angeles has Project 10. New York has the Hetrick Martin Institute and the Harvey Milk High School. In Boston, it's Bagley, Boston Area Gay and Lesbian Youth. In Washington, it's SMILE.
What they're seeking, in part by coming to SMILE, is other kids like them. And friendships do form, and we will not deny the fact that sexual relationships also may form. What we try to do is encourage people to understand what they're doing, understand their behaviors. So if a youth is saying what they're really wanting is some positive attention and some positive friendships and some just regular teen fun, then we'll encourage them to be doing that. And if sex is messing that up or confusing them further or being or is unhealthy or unhelpful, then we'll ask them to look at that.
SMILE plays host to upwards of 40 young men and women each week. Though some have come out to their friends and several to their parents, most are to one degree or another in the closet.
Even so, in terms of coming out, I have not worn a banner, guess what, everybody, because it is a frightening thought even for me now, in that, and this is going to sound somewhat negative and contradictory to say that I feel like I'm stuck like this.
Most of the kids interviewed asked that their real names not be used. This is Al, and at 21, he's the oldest.
And I do get a lot of heat from other young gay people who are, I'm proud to be gay, and I'm happy with being gay, and I love men if they're a male, or I love women if they're female. I'm like, well, that's all fine and dandy for you. I'm not dealing with this real well, because I don't understand. It's just the way it is.
Dale, however, has no questions about her orientation.
To me, being a lesbian, I would never want to be a man. I'm definitely not a man trapped in a woman's body. I'm completely a 110% red-blooded all-American dyke.
Despite the lack of family, church, educational, and peer support, and a society they call homophobic, these and other gay youngsters appear to be survivors, not always totally sure of themselves, but confident that they do have a future.